Hey everyone, how are you? It is good to be back for an early show, the first one in, I don't know, almost a week maybe. It is lovely to see you all. Today was a busy day in true crime. I'm still not 100% better, so if I have to stop the show a lot to go and cough, that's just what's going to have to happen. Uh, I did get an update from our friend Reby. She sent me those videos that everyone asked for, and we'll play them later on of her cycling around China. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. We're back. Huh. How are you all doing in the chat? I was about to cough and I was like, please don't cough on the live stream. Uh, DJ is here. Danny Mitchell, Mr. Dan Yee. Yeah, Danny, I hope you're okay where you are. The freaking Texas has copped it over the last 3 months. They've either had torrential rain leading to flooding, giant tornadoes, or high wind, or massive hail, or a combination of all four. It's been rough, especially for northern Texas and southern parts of Texas. It's just almost feels like it's never ending. So I hope they're okay there. Is Gambler still watching hockey? I don't know where he is. I haven't heard from him in a while. Yeah, he'll tell you where he is when he wants to. Hey, Moonlight View, how are you? I think I read before that they're just about done. I was reading like about an hour ago saying that Daybell trial nears the end, verdict looms. Thank the Lord. Yes, so the state has rested its rebuttal case. Closing arguments are expected tomorrow. So I would say, yeah, probably tomorrow or the day after. It'll be very interesting. If you remember last time, they stopped for the day. Everyone thought they were going to go have dinner and then come back and then deliberate for a little longer. But it ended up being that they had dinner and just left. And they were like, hey, we'll just do it the next day. But they came back the next day. They got it done really quick, got all the stuff done. So maybe we'll get the same thing. Jury instructions tomorrow. Yay. Yay. I don't feel sorry for Kresha and her family. They have been put through just the trials alone over, what is it, like 15 months of rubbish, and the investigation as a whole, almost half a decade of their lives, along with losing their loved ones. So just keep them in your thoughts while this process goes and continues. And let's all pray for justice. That's all we can hope for. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Aw, he wrote a report on the Australian sugar glider. The only thing I have to say about the sugar glider is this: if you live in America, please don't buy them as a pet. It's really insulting to Australians, and we don't like seeing our national animals kept as little pets and fed hot dogs and things like that. Um, I've lived in Australia my whole life. I've never seen a sugar glider. They don't just come and visit you or whatever. They live in the bush. So I've never actually seen one. I've seen a possum, I've seen a kangaroo, but I've never seen a sugar glider because they live very high up in the trees and you don't really see them because they hide. So, oh, right, they still have the Lori Vallow trial for her husband's murder in Arizona. Jeez, it's like it's never ending, right, for them? I I I don't know. Hey, all it can lead to is more more prison time, I guess. More truth. More truth and more conviction. Hey, I guess that's a good thing, but I'd like it to be over for them as soon as possible, just so they can, mend as a family unit, find a way to, do what they have to do after all this, and, find a way to honor their legacy for the people who died. That's it. A Smurf is incarcerated? You blame Reeve for that. Alright, hey, we got no camera on, and everyone's probably like, "Oh, I'm sick of looking at the black little screen, Ping. Ping, turn on the camera." Alright, hold on. We better get yeah, actually, we're 10 minutes late. We should get started. Has anybody been looking into I put it in the title, this Elizabeth Teckenbrock lady? It's out of control what's going on there. So if you haven't seen it, it was a woman, she posted a video of her crying while making a cake saying, "I'm a mom or a single mom, you know, I have to bake my own cake," or whatever, and a lot of mums came out and were like, "It's okay, hard days are, you know, that's what makes us moms and stuff." And then it came out that she doesn't even have custody of her children. Her ex-husband has full-time custody, like, every day, and that she's delinquent over $20,000 in child support, and that's why she doesn't see her children is because she owes so much money in child support. Not only that, she's got a bunch of convictions and stuff. Then it came out that the husband may be a Scientologist and that this is all a smear campaign. Anyway, I don't understand all of it. I put it in the thing hoping that someone in the chat knows a little more about TikTok than me, might be able to talk about it a little bit. But everyone's been going bananas over it over the Memorial Day long weekend. So let me know, but let's get to some true crime. I have a small update on the baby and mum that are missing in Sydney. Then we'll get to some American news. Let me grab this bloody link. 16 hours. So yesterday, after I got off the air, there was an interest that they liked. All right, here. They thought that maybe they found a burial ground, but it was a false alarm. Unfortunately, near the end. Well, not unfortunately, because it means the mum and baby might still be alive. But here's a little update from the news last night.
It's hard to comprehend the desperation a woman would have faced to give birth in secret on a muddy riverbank. That's what police suspect happened in Sydney's inner west after a resident found a placenta and umbilical cord. But the mother and baby remain missing.
On a muddy bend of the Cooks River, a disturbing discovery.
I can confirm that a placenta and a umbilical cord of a human was located.
No sign of a newborn baby or the mother, leaving authorities fearing the worst.
We do want to know where she is. We do want to know who she is, because we want to know that she is safe and that she is receiving the support and the medical help that she needs right now.
The alarm raised at 4:30 yesterday afternoon when Tony Robson was walking his dogs through a secluded section of mangroves.
Low tide, so it was just sitting on the top of the mud. The water was quite a distance away at the time. Seen 3 births, you kind of know what you're looking at.
The area is popular with joggers and families. Today, police divers and search teams took over.
We walk here all the time and, yeah, it's super surprising.
Shocking. If she's out there and anyone knows, just get her some help. There's no blame.
Anyone that may have seen any distressed woman or pregnant woman in the area is encouraged to come forward. So there's a lot of unknowns at the moment, but that's why we're asking anyone with information to please help us.
Authorities know it's likely there are difficult and traumatic circumstances that might have led up to this birth, and they want people who are going through unintended pregnancies to know that there are a host of confidential support services available.
Going into labour on the side of a river, I can only imagine she was alone and was suffering immense anxiety. Even if they just Googled, "I'm pregnant, help."
Now, search teams had been focusing on a very specific site here today following an indication from a police sniffer dog. However, after a number of hours of searching and digging, fortunately, that location has been ruled out as a point of interest. Tonight, authorities are very much operating on the hope that this woman and child are alive, and they are pleading with her to please come forward and seek help from medical professionals.
Andrew Denny with the latest from Earlwood.
Now, it's not a crime to have a baby on a riverbank if you want to. Well, it might be actually, but I'm sure the police probably are not going to care as long as the baby is okay and mum is okay. They just want, that's all they want to know. They want to know that you've had a medical checkup, you're okay, the baby's okay. You don't even have to give your name. As long as the police could probably speak to a doctor or something, I think they would be okay with that. But they're right. What is the situation that would drive a woman or young lady to go to a riverbank to give birth to a baby? The couple of things I can think of is it's one of these new age type people that want to be connected to they're doing the whole free birth thing. And they're like, oh, I want to be close to the river and Mother Nature. And I was like, well, that could be one. The other one, it could be like the one we've seen a lot is like either cultural, like maybe they're from Islamic or, Hindu culture where they have strict family rules and things like that. Maybe even some of the Asian countries, even Australian families. Uh, Something like that, or is it some sort of a abuse relationship where, you know, there's a few different things, it could be a cheating couple, like the baby's not his and she doesn't want him to find out. Could be a young girl who got pregnant very early and hadn't told her parents. So there's a whole sort of, range of possibilities here. I don't think it's a one size fits all type thing. That was not a pun, although you could make it if you wanted to. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just hope that they come forward. We see this a lot, especially in Sydney. In Sydney, that seems to happen at least a few times a year. In Melbourne, I've never really heard of it happening unless they don't advertise it. But Sydney seems to have it quite a lot. Now, yeah, so yesterday they found this site. I'll show you. Right here, behind this curtain, the dog hit on this area and they were like, oh my God, we found the burial site. Well, no, it wasn't. They dug through the banks and they didn't find anything. So they said the site where the placenta and cord were found is not far from a sports field and an Islamic center on Long Road, which ends with a busy footbridge across the river. And they said that it's pretty busy, but at night it obviously it's nighttime. It's not as frequented. So hopefully we find out more today, but that was the last update they gave on that one. All right. Who's emailing me? All right, now we got Jack Joseph Ball charged with murder. This one is bizarre. It's not as bizarre as baking soda to tell if someone is dead, but still a little odd. All right, here is it. This one. A woman found it. Yeah. Bloody ads. I'm not your friend. Look at this. Socceroos. Who cares? No one's gonna watch that.
Dead inside a home along Encina Path. We've mapped out the location for you. Officers called to that home just before 11:15 last night. Investigators with the Rosemount Police Department found a suspect's vehicle near 148th Street just a few minutes later. They did take a suspect into custody just before midnight. Detectives say he had injuries that appeared to be self-inflicted. Right now, the investigation is still very much in the early stages. Several agencies involved that include the Lakeville, Rosemount Police Departments, along with the Dakota County Sheriff's Office, the BCA, the Hennepin County Medical Examiner's Office. They will release the victim's name. Investigators say there's no threat to the public, so stay with us as we get that more information. We'll make sure to pass that along to you.
I don't even know if that's the video that we were supposed to watch, but that is interesting. All right, I'll read you the actual story. I thought that was the video for it, but suspect arrested. Yeah, no, that's right. Hold on. Let's see. No, that's basketball. All right. It says a 23-year-old man is accused of killing and dismembering his pregnant sister in Lakeville last week, according to the Dakota County officials. Jack Joseph Ball of Lakeville faces 2 counts of second-degree murder in connection to the death of his sister, identified by officials as 30-year-old Bethany Israel of Bloomington and her unborn child on Thursday evening last week. The allegations in this case are deeply disturbing and horrific. Words can't describe what our law enforcement partners encountered during the investigation. My office will work hard to ensure the victims receive justice and will provide the necessary support for the victims. His bail has been set at $2 million without conditions and $1 million with conditions. Officials say when he is medically cleared, he will be transferred to Dakota County Jail. His next court appearance is set for June 10 in Hastings. They're saying here second-degree murder carries a maximum sentence of 40 years in prison. It says here complaint details deeply disturbing and horrific crime scene. According to the criminal complaint, family members of Bethany were concerned that she hadn't returned home after having dinner with her brother. So one of them drove to the residence and observed Boll quickly leaving the scene. When the family member entered the home, they saw a significant amount of blood and called police. Officers who responded found bloody knives and several dismembered body parts they believed to be from the victim. Police say an alert was put out for his vehicle, so a Bolo, which was located shortly after in Rosemount. The complaint says officers were searching for Boll. A Rosemount resident observed on their home security camera a man place what believed to be a body part on their front step. After a brief search, he was located in the backyard of a neighboring home. So he's like a serial killer Santa Claus. He goes around and instead of presents, you get body parts. Okay. It says Boll was suffering from a wound to his neck that appeared to be self-inflicted. He was taken to a local hospital for treatment. You know, often these people they do the worst crime imaginable, right? They kill either their loved one, like a partner, they kill a family member, in this case, like his sister, and then they're like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take my own life too. And then they're like some little tiny superficial cut. They're like, see, I did it. I did it. I'm going too. Really? So you did all this. You cut up your sister, deposited her body parts all around the neighborhood, and then you gave yourself like a shaving cut, and you're like, see, I'm dying. You know, it's a little odd. You have the balls to kill your sister, but not yourself. I think that shows a lack of commitment at a minimum. Uh, they said the Hennepin County medical examiner has since ruled that her death was the cause of complex homicidal violence. I didn't mean to laugh, I was coughing. Israel was confirmed to be between 17 and 18 weeks pregnant. Who is messaging me? I don't know, someone. They said if you or someone you know is in emotional distress, get help from the S and C crisis lifeline by calling or texting 988. Trained crisis counselors are available 24 hours a day to talk about anything. They said, in addition, help is available from the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI. Call NAMI helpline at 800 950 6264 or text helpline to 62640. There you go. Yeah. What a horrible crime scene that her family had to go to find her. Angela says, I need a new back. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Nancy says, I like the way Ping says your name. How else would you say her name? It's Emily Knob. I don't know how else you would say it, but Ni hao from Hotel Bed. You copped the bad cold too. Hold on, I just want to find more about this body part Santa Claus. Hold on. Where's his name? Jack Joseph Boll. That's a hell of a name. Any relation to the basketball player? Let's see if Fox 9 will give us anything. Nope. Hmm. No, I can't seem to find. What about Care 11? Let's have a look.
Ilhan Omar is officially entering the race to rerun for U.S. Representative for Minnesota's 5th Congressional District.
What?
She's represented.
That's not it. Let's see. Hold on.
The first happened Saturday night at a graduate building. We have more information today about 3 shootings that left 10 people injured in St. Paul this past weekend. Here's a recap.
No, that's a shooting. Why'd they give me this video about it? All right, that's fine. Let's see if we have anything else. So they said while investigating this homicide scene, officials found journals and other papers belonging to Ball where he wrote that he was angry Israel was pregnant and no longer innocent. Why do you care what your sister's doing? Keep an eye on your own body parts. What do you mean no longer innocent? For what? Stop it. Like, far out. Like, keep an eye on your own sex life or whatever. Who cares? I thought we moved out of that, like the whole, oh, we better usher our women because, even our sisters, because you never know, they might get tainted, they might be damaged property. Can't have that. We won't be able to marry them for 3 goats. I mean, you don't want that. I mean, we need them to build our giant farm. It's a stupid way of thinking. In the Western civilization anyway, a lot of people that live in other countries, it's a normal part of their, like in India, they do things like that. But I just don't understand it in this situation. Just, your sister's pregnant, be nice to her. It says the Hennepin County Medical Examiner's Office ruled her cause of death as complex homicidal violence. Yep. Wow, she was between 17 and 18 weeks pregnant. What is that? It's like 4 months, right? So it's, it's about halfway. Poor girl, poor baby. Says the allegations in this case are deeply disturbing and horrific. Words can't describe what our law enforcement partners encountered during that investigation. They said, my office will work hard to ensure the victims receive justice and will provide necessary support for the family. I think they did a good job by giving him $2 million bail and $1 million if he submits to whatever. It's a, good result. He won't get out on that. What? A robot will deliver Uber Eats to your room. That's pretty cool. I want a robot that delivers Uber Eats to my room. Who wants to see, before we go to the next story, who wants to see Reeby cycling around China? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Oh, all right. Sorry, that's not. Yeah, put your hands up in chat. Let's see if I've got one of her. I do. I wonder if it'll upload though. Let's see if it'll upload onto StreamYard. That's odd. Okay. How can we do this? Let's see if I can do it a different way. It won't allow me to upload it due to the file format. Okay, no, it doesn't like that either. I would show it in our Dropbox, but I'm worried it'll give away some sort of like password or something that we use. I'm just double checking. I think it's okay if I show you in Dropbox. You guys can't see anything and there's no passwords. Yeah. Ruby asked me to pause it because it's just a bunch of wind while she's riding around. But there you go. You guys can see her cycling around Shanghai before she got sick. Here you go. It looks actually less busy than I thought it was. I thought it was going to be way busier than this in in one of the most packed cities in the world. But there you go. This is Reby cycling around, having a good old time in China. I don't know where she's going, probably to get some sort of good takeaway food. She actually sent me a photo of food she's eating down there. Now I'm jealous. It has a lot of chili on it and vegetables and meat and stuff. It looks pretty cool. Oh, intersection, Reby. Yeah, she is pretty fast, right? Pretty cool. Oh, she almost got taken out by a moped. There you go. So there you go. There's Reby in China having some bike riding and having a lot of fun. It's lunchtime. Everyone's gone home to have food. I find that so amazing in other countries like Europe and Asia, where people still take lunchtime very seriously. Like it's a real thing. They stop from like 11 to 1. They don't do any work. Everyone heads home and they eat their lunch. They have a hot meal or whatever, and they sort of have like a mini break during the day. I think we should adopt that again. I like that idea. Yeah, I really like that idea. DJ says, am I arresting you? No, no, sir, I'm not arresting you. You are not under arrest, but you must comply. Just stop resisting. All right, let's keep going, my friends. But that was really cool. Reby, if you see anything else awesome, let us know. And then send it to me. Or put it in our work account. Hold on, everyone. By the way, I don't know if any of you saw this before we go to the next story. Las Vegas alien video showing 8-foot tall creature in cloak, whatever, is creeping around yard in real and authentic video, says expert. Do you remember this video of this guy in Las Vegas? And he was like, oh my God, there's an alien. And it came down with the meteor and the police have it on their dash cam. I swear to God, it was in my backyard. And my dad, no, I don't want any subscribers. But I made like 2 YouTube channels and I made videos on it. And I asked for subscribers, but I don't want any subscribers. Yeah, it's, I don't know, guys. Let's see. I wonder if we could play a little bit of it. No, I can't. It's not. Let's see. There you go. Look, this is the evidence. The very hardcore evidence. It is a purple screenshot. I'm convinced, guys. I'm so convinced. Oh my God, is that a shadow? Yes, it is. I've actually seen this video, and I've actually when it happened, I slowed it down frame by frame for hours looking at it because I was like, oh, maybe there is. And I am sort of interested in that sort of type of stuff. I make fun of it, but I watch and read a lot about it. But I didn't see anything in this video that I thought was compelling. That's the oh, hold on. Do you guys see that red one at the top? Let's move to this story. Breaking news. Police have launched a fresh search for missing woman Samantha Murphy's remains and have deployed an excavator. Detectives from the Missing Persons Squad, together with a range of specialist resources, will today undertake a new targeted search in the Ballarat area. An excavator. That is interesting. That's all you're going to give us? Okay. So they're doing another search. I think the last one they did was 6 weeks ago, maybe longer. It's been a while. And now they're saying they need digging equipment, which would make sense because they have searched hundreds of square kilometers and haven't been able to find her yet. So maybe she has been buried. I mean, that would make a lot of sense, right? The purple blob. That's right. Let me see if I can get some more information on this, and let me have a drink. Hold on. Rama says, "Ping, could you report on Gaza and the genocide, which is heartbreaking." We don't do that type of news here, but I think anyone who is a victim, an innocent victim in any type of conflict, is worth our consideration and time, advocating for. But it's just not something we do here. But I appreciate the comment. Yeah, hi, it's good to see you. All right, let's see about Samantha Murphy. Samantha. That's interesting. An excavator. Do they think she's actually in a mine shaft and they need to remove soil? That would be a new line of inquiry. Let's see what I can find. Yeah, so the last one was a while ago. When was the last search? March 20th, I think, was the last. Yeah, so around March 20 was the last search they did. Fresh search underway for the body of Samantha Murphy 3 minutes ago. So this really is breaking news. Here we go. Fresh fresh search underway for body of Samantha Murphy. They said police have begun a targeted search to locate the body of missing Ballarat mom Samantha Murphy on Wednesday morning. It's understood investigators are scouring an area near Buninyong. Detectives from the missing person squad, as well as a range of specialist resources from across Victoria, are involved in the search. Here's a photo of her. That's a nice photo of her. Police have asked members of the public not to join in the search efforts on Wednesday. Samantha's family have been advised of the search effort. We are not in a position to supply further specific details of today's operational activity at this time. It comes after investigators in April trolled through dense bushland at Enfield State Park, 25 kilometers south of Ballarat, and they actually came up empty-handed at that time. You can see the search dog and the type of terrain. So if you don't remember, I talked about it when she went missing. This area was part of a gold rush, you know, many, many decades and years ago. In the early settler days, there was a massive gold rush down here, very similar to the Northern California gold rush that happened in 1849, right? You guys had that massive, everyone rushed to the gold fields in California. The only reason I know that date, 49, is because I'm a 49ers fan, and I know the history of the team, and it's about 1849 when the gold rush happened in Northern California. So yeah, so it's very similar terrain. A lot of the area is littered with abandoned mine shafts or mining encampments, and they just picked up and left. And the government has never really fixed a lot of it. They think there could be up to, I think, 500 or something mines under the ground that they just don't even know are there. So it is quite crazy terrain where she went missing. So that's interesting. We may get an update later today. If they find her, we should get a press conference as soon as possible, which would be good news. Angela says, I've actually been there. That's good. That's good, Sherry. Let's see. I wish I had a video for you, but I do not. It's just breaking news. It just happened about 10 minutes ago, apparently. But I'll actually, her husband spoke out not long ago, and I don't think I ever played it for you. Let's show you Mick Murphy. A lot of people went after this guy when she went missing, and I just had a weird feeling that he didn't have anything to do with it. It just didn't seem right. But let's see what he has to say about his wife, who he lost to tragic circumstances. I mean, his wife was murdered. Think of that. So
good to be gone out of the community. It's, yeah, pretty hard.
That was Mick Murphy speaking exclusively to 9 Melbourne crime reporter Gillian Lantouris, and she joins us now. Jill, good morning. That was a heartbreaking interview. Well done, by the way. This is the first time Mick has spoken publicly. How was he? How did you find him?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, look, he is holding up as best as he can, but he is truly just, country guy, Aussie, larrikin type guy. He's truly devastated about what has happened, and many times in the interview we both broke down crying because his emotions were just palpable. He is trying to hold up as best as he can for his children, but we got to know a bit more about Samantha and him, and it was truly a love story. They met at his local pub about 25 years ago. Since then, they became friends. One thing led to another. They bought a house together, had children together, started a business together, and truly he has lost his soulmate. So I really, really feel for Mick. He's a lovely guy, truly.
It certainly seemed that way from your interview, Jill. I think one of the most moving moments was when he revealed that he spends time every day searching for her body. Take a look at that.
Or I'll go for a walk and I might go for an hour, 2 hours, just randomly pull up and go for a walk. And I've spent a lot of time walking through pine plantations, and even that within itself is pretty eerie because you're in the middle of a pine plantation, and I make sure I don't detour if I follow each row, so I know I'm going to come out of the road. But it's as far as mentally wise goes, it's very good for mind, very good.
It sounds like he's not going to rest until her body is found. Jill, what is the latest on the police searches?
Yeah, absolutely. And that truly broke my heart. Police have renewed their search for Samantha Murphy this week. On Thursday, they started searching through the Enfield State Park, which is about 30 kilometres south of where Samantha Murphy went missing from her home, and about 25 kilometres south of where her phone was last detected. Now, this time they brought in cadaver dogs from New South Wales, so that's a first. They're specifically trained to search for human remains. But
that'll be interesting to know whether today they bring back more cadaver dogs, or do they have better information where they don't even need to have the dogs? Because I don't know, maybe the guy they arrested has been talking or something like that. A baby? I didn't hear a baby. In my background, I don't have any children here.
so far, that has turned up nothing that remains in cadaver dogs from New South Wales. So that's a first. They're specifically trained.
You know, I just heard it. It definitely sounds like the girl who's doing the interview definitely has a child behind her. Sounds like she might be doing like remote work, and she's got a child working from home or something, right? That's what it sounds like. Sounds like there's a baby behind her. What? Yeah, it's Trisha's. Hey hey SLOP. Yes, yes, I'm from Web Sleuth. I originally started there, and I migrated over here about 9 months ago. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the subscription. It means a lot. I appreciate it. So we're just talking about Samantha Murphy. Breaking news: they're doing another targeted search for her body. Unfortunately, we know that she was definitely murdered. She is not alive, and they arrested a man over her death. A lot has come out about him, especially the fact that he was partying the night before Samantha Murphy vanished. He was on like a drinking and drug bender in the town. So there is something, very suspicious about that. I always thought maybe he hid her and she didn't die, but by him dumping her or something, maybe that's where the murder charge comes in. I'm not sure. But the police have remained very tight-lipped about what actual evidence they have against him. It's been very, hard to get information about it. So, yeah, I reckon by about probably in 2 to 3 hours, we'll know whether the search is successful or not. They normally call it off around 2 p.m. if it's unsuccessful. So we will probably find out, in a couple of hours. Thank you. Much appreciated. Uh-huh. All right. We've got a couple more stories to do. Let me line them up for you. All right. Who the F is beeping outside of my house? Someone called a taxi, apparently. Not me. I do not need a taxi. All right. Where's my other link? Oh, we have a bolo. Let's see. There we go. A plea for help renewed after elderly Orange County woman missing for nearly 1 week. That's a long time to be missing, right? Especially at her age, 79 years old. That is that's an achievement. You make it to 79, you deserve a medal, a trophy, a plaque, and a letter from the president. Thank you. Congratulations for making it to 79. It says here the Orange County Sheriff's Office has renewed its pleas for help from the public nearly 1 week after a 79-year-old woman went missing. Shirley Haith was last seen at midday on Wednesday, May 22nd. Family members reported her missing Friday, May 24th. She lives in a rural area in northwestern part of Orange County, near the intersection of Harmony Church and Lynch Store Roads. The sheriff's office says she rarely ventures far from her home, other than for a few regular errands and activities. She stands at 5'2", weighs approximately 180 pounds, and has short white hair. She was last seen driving a light blue 1997 Ford Contour with license plate XWY 7639. The car has several distinguishing features, including a front license plate with the word Jesus on it, a pink foam flower attached to the rear antenna, and folded towels on the floorboard. Okay, it's very recognizable. The sheriff's office says she has no known cognitive issues and does not qualify for a silver alert. She has been entered into the National Crime Information Center as a missing person and issued several statewide alerts. Anyone with information is urged to contact Investigator Nasworth at 919-245-2960. So that is really interesting. Let me see if I can find a better photo of Miss Shirley Haith. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, I'm not seeing anything. I want a photo of her car. Yes, there we go. There's a photo of the car that she was driving. I don't know if this is her car or a car that is similar. I would suggest it's a similar car. And there's a photo of her. There you go. All right. Let me see if I can find anything else about her. I would love to see an actual photo of the license plate on her car with the flower. 79. Okay. Let's see if there's any update. 3 hours ago. No, they still don't have any information as of 3 hours ago. That was the last update. So if you see her, keep keep an eye out. Here's another photo, like a more zoomed in photo of her. Yeah. They get far too much everything. They get too much food than they should, too much pats. They get treated like babies. They really do. That autistic 16-year-old in Arizona is still missing. So is Sebastian Rogers. Do you know there was a article about him the other day? Hold on, Sebastian. I think I posted it on Twitter. It's the 3-month mark now that he has been gone. 3 months here.
It's now been 3 months since Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his mother's home in Sumner County. There's still no trace of the missing 15-year-old, but his father wants the FBI to get involved. More than 18,000 people have signed an online petition created by Seth Rogers calling for the FBI to take over the case. Sebastian was last seen in February. His mother believes the teen, who has autism, walked away from her home in the middle of the night. Authorities have searched the area several times, but there's no sign of Sebastian, and he hasn't been seen on any surveillance cameras. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office says they have a detective working on the case every day.
A week after.
This has been a long saga, shall we say, for many of us along the route.
Richard Ibong was known as an ace pilot during World War II. He loved planes, and he loved his girlfriend.
I want to know more about the guy now. What's his name?
Marge, so much so that he painted her face on his P-38. But 80 years ago, the plane crashed into the jungles of Papua New Guinea.
Didn't they? Isn't that what they said happened to Amelia Earhart? That she was flying across the Pacific and they think she crashed somewhere around Papua New Guinea or some of these uninhabited, or no, they are inhabited by, tribes people, and they think that maybe she was killed or something. So very interesting story, but really cute. Really cute that he put his lover on the plane here. I have no idea who it is, but interesting story. Yeah, he's still missing. It's very sad. Oh, thank you, Laurie. Hey, Laurie, how are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Better than me, I hope. Unfound Expert did a video on Sebastian Rogers. I'm trying not to do a whole lot on him because the information is so thin. I don't want to add to the white noise of just absolute crap out there of Sebastian Rogers. I feel like the more I talk about it with no good information, I'm just adding to the whirlpool of, just terrible YouTube content. But if there is good information, updates from police or, respected media or whatever, I will definitely bring it to you. Your sister called. Well, that's a good reason to leave this channel. Richard Ibong. I don't know what that means. All right, let's have a look. I don't have anything more on Shirley. If I do, I will let you know. But right now, I do not. Yep, sad about Sebastian. 3 months still missing. Really don't have any good information. Just that they're trying to get the FBI involved in the search or whatever. Hopefully that would help. I hope so. What's this? Teen shot killed day after graduating high school. Are you kidding? Let's have a read of this. Ah, that's terrible. Let's see if it plays it for us.
Appointment with their pediatrician today.
Nope. All right, let's see here. 18-year-old boy has been arrested and charged with criminal homicide after he allegedly shot and killed a recent high school graduate with an AR-15 style rifle he thought was unloaded, according to his arrest affidavit. On May 25th, the Franklin Police Department were called to a shooting at 1417 Hanson Drive. A 911 caller said he was taking a victim, identified as 18-year-old Lily Basil, to the hospital for a gunshot wound to the right shoulder, according to the arrest report. Dispatch told the person taking Basil to hospital to pull over on the side of the road for EMS assistance. EMS took her to a hospital at Vanderbilt Medical Center in Nashville, where she later died. Detectives at 1417 Hanson Drive learned that the shooter was possibly Matthew Raffle. They were told he left the scene to go to the hospital. He was taken in for questioning. He later told police he shot Basil, but it wasn't intentional. He thought the AR-15 style rifle was unloaded at the time. Their Page High School principal, Dr. Katie Hill, issued the following statement regarding her death. She graduated just on May 24th. Wow. You go through that giant accomplishment of finally making it out of high school. You know, you're like, oh my God, I finally don't have to go to school every day, except if I go to college in the summer. But that's okay. I get 3 months off. I don't have to go to this stupid high school anymore. I'm an adult. Yay. And then some dork shoots you and kills you and ends your life. I mean, this is why guns are for people who understand how to use them safely, right? They tell you don't ever point a gun at something you don't wish to kill. So it should never have been pointed at her in the first place, whether it was loaded or unloaded. You always treat it like it has a bullet in the chamber. You do that, no one should get shot that you shouldn't mean to shoot. So very silly, very silly. A promising young girl lost her life. Says the Page High family mourns the loss of 2024 graduate Lily. Lily was a light. She was kind, sweet, and extremely respectful. Her smile lit up every room that she entered. She was newer to the Page community. She quickly embraced the patriot spirit and was a friend to everyone she met. The Page faculty and staff, students will dearly miss her. We are committed to honoring her memory by sharing her light. They said the suspect has been since released on a $150,000 bond, and that counselors are available at the school should anyone need them. That is crazy. Let's have a look. Lily Basil. There's got to be more to this. Has to be. That was only 5 hours ago. WKRN, maybe? No. Maybe because it's there. Maybe because they're minors. There's not a lot of it. Hold on. Sorry, had to cough. Oh, they have confirmed the FBI involvement. Great, that's good. Hopefully it'll lead to wherever Sebastian is. That's all I care about. Find the kid. We'll deal with whoever and whatever else after we find Sebastian. Find him, get him alive, or if he's unfortunately deceased at this point. I mean, it's 3 months and no one has heard a peep out of him. Just don't turn it into the Summer Wells, like what happened to her case. I see the similarities between them, right? Not a lot of information. The child goes missing. Then people start filling the vacuum of no official information with information from people surrounding the child, right? So, like the parents, the church people they went to, people that live down the road, and it becomes this giant muddy whirlpool that never seems to ever get clear again. And that's exactly what's going on with uh, Summer Wells, and it's been happening for years now. I just don't. I would hate for that to happen with Sebastian as well, and then basically no one will ever know what is actually the truth, who said what, who actually started what rumor, where did that come from. I mean, it pains me to have to say crap like that. Wish people would take a little more responsibility in the content they do. And that's not a dig at anyone. I just mean, like, I get it. It draws in people and stuff, but it doesn't help find the kid, does it? Here it says Lily, who was the 18-year-old who was shot just after graduation, which is horrible, said her family has asked the school to share arrangements for her celebration of life. They will have a ceremony at Rolling Hills Church Friday, May 31st at 11:30 a.m. in the morning. So that's Friday, right? Yes, Friday. So if you are in the area and you go to the school or New Lily, you can go to Light the Night Memorial honoring the life and legacy of Lily Basil, which will be a nice night, I think. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this this other kid, whether he'll get manslaughter, murder, and how that'll play out, being that he is just a fairly young guy. He's only just 18. It's a great way to screw up your life if it is for real an accident. It's going to be a hard little while for him, his family, and Lily's family, who lost their beautiful daughter. So no one wins in this situation. Emily Narb says, yes, I'm seeing similar speculation with cases. Yeah, if you ever see me just drop a case randomly, it's because of that. I just want to tell people facts, not. I mean, we can speculate a little bit. It's fun, right? We all like to do that, and maybe this happened or that happened, but there's sort of like a line in the sand where it stops being just, oh, I think it could have been this, and based on the probabilities, I probably think this is what happened. And it starts turning into, well, these are facts, and they're facts because I'm an expert, and I think this is what happened. And because I've been doing this case for 3.5 years, I think I'm the authority on the subject, and it doesn't really help. And the kid's still not home. I mean, Summer Wells is not back yet, right? Do you know where she is? I don't know where she is. I'd like to know where she is. And the day they find her, I will do a great 2-hour show on where they found her, what happened to her, who has been arrested. I'll do the best show for her I possibly can. Same with Sebastian. All right. That's enough bitching. See what you did? I blame all of you. No, I don't. I blame myself. I blame myself. All right. All right, let's see. How long have we got? About another 10 minutes. All right. I wonder if he's been told. Hold on. I just want to see something about Patrick, who was charged with murdering Samantha Murphy. That's interesting. Apparently, he was charged with. So I must have missed this at some point. When was this? May 3rd. He was also charged, the guy Patrick, alleged, here he is, alleged murderer of Samantha Murphy. He's also been charged with drink driving, drug driving, and careless driving offenses. That is, it says here, when police arrived on the scene, he is alleged to have crashed into a tree riding a motorbike in the Ballarat area on October 1st last year. When police arrived on the scene, he failed a breath test. A further drug test at the Ballarat police station returned a positive result. So he's also been charged with that drink driving, drug driving, and careless driving offenses. It paints a picture of someone who is okay driving around while blasted on alcohol and drugs. And at 7 a.m. in the morning on a Sunday, a woman who was jogging randomly went missing. It just sort of writes itself. These kids love. Yeah, a lot of them do, Danny. A lot of the kids that go missing, we end up finding out they have really just deprived childhoods or just issues with the family or family home and the family unit. It's unfortunate. As a kid from that type of situation, I'm very lucky to have got out. So a lot of these children don't get out. So, all right, let's see what else we've got. One more ping. One more. I think I do have something interesting. Hold on. Let me check my links. I'm a therapist. Here's why women are attracted to bad boys. No, we don't need that one. That's not the story we want to do. Nope, it's not that one either. Damn. All right. It's this one. So apparently a Brookline man charged with tricking woman into taking medication to end pregnancy. Robert Kawada was scheduled to be arraigned on Tuesday. It says he is charged with deceiving a woman into taking medication to end her pregnancy. According to the Middlesex District Attorney's Office, Robert, 43, is charged with poisoning, assault, and battery with a dangerous weapon on a pregnant person and assault, battery on a household or family member in connection with the alleged misleading a woman who was known to him into taking medication to end her pregnancy. The preliminary investigation by the district attorney's office suggests that Kawada and the woman had been dating when she fell pregnant. He allegedly secretly gave the woman medication under the guise that he was giving her iron tablets and vitamins. The pills included, it's basically the pill you take to, what do they call it? RU41 is the name of it. A drug, they saying a drug used to end pregnancies. The woman suffered a miscarriage following the incident. Watertown police arrested Kawada on Friday. He is set to be arraigned in the district court on Tuesday. Well, that was yesterday. Yesterday? Yes. No, that was today. That was today. All right, let's have a look. Robert Kawada, 43. Alaska and Boston. All right. Let's see if I can find a video for you. All right, here we go from court.
Yes. Yes. Shows a danger that's stipulated to. And Madam Clerk, I will provide the data redacted. Thank you. It's alleged that the defendant would also check the victim's mouth by pulling on the victim's cheeks to ensure she had consumed the pills according to his directions. And although the victim thought it was odd, she continued to trust the defendant based on his assurances and professed experiences with pregnancies. Yes.
He does not seem very remorseful, right? He just look at those eyes.
Professed experience.
Let's pause it. Yeah, you got to look more remorseful than that, buddy. You really do. Otherwise, the judge is going to tell you that you have shown no remorse throughout the whole trial and that you can't just turn it on at sentencing because it doesn't work that way. What a creep. What a creep to give women abortion medication without their consent. That poor girl must have been just wondering what the hell was going on and why she was losing her baby. That might be the scummiest thing you could do. Like, you might as well have just murdered her and killed the child as well. Basically the same thing. What an asshole. All right, let's start winding up because my voice is starting to go. I know I only did about an hour, but we're trying to get back to full strength again. I got a beep beep while watching that video, so give me a second and see who that was. Oh, you guys, it was my lovely friend Vicky K. Vicky K, that is very sweet of you. She is a great supporter of this channel. I don't know what I would do without people like Vicky K. And my friend, Miss Bird, Miss Cockatiel, Miss Peekaboo Cockatiel. She says, and I quote, "Ping, welcome back. I hope you are feeling better." From Peekaboo Cockatiel. I am feeling a little better, although as you can tell, I'm a little crackly still. A little crackly. What happened to Ali from the Sun Wells case? I heard. I don't know. I haven't been following it, unfortunately. Maybe someone in the chat can tell you. Hey, Evil Alaska, how are you? Yeah, I don't remember Leslie either. All right. Let me see if I can get us something. Maybe someone sent me something we can watch that isn't terrible. Actually, I want to show you. I wonder if DJ would be okay with me showing you. When I was sick, DJ was trying to cheer me up, and he's like, "I know you can juggle," and he's like, "Watch this guy juggle." So I'll see if I can play it for you. What he sent me when I was sick. Where is it? This guy. All right. Apparently, it's this fellow, and I don't know what you call this, but it ain't juggling. What is that? It's like dancing with plastic bags. That's what Mr. DJ sent me. He's like, "Look at this guy juggling," and I was like, "I don't think that's juggling." Yeah, yeah, it's magic. It's plastic bag magic. I mean, that guy looks so proud. He looks so proud of his. I called it um, like handkerchief dancing. That's what it probably is. It's like dancing with handkerchiefs. It's not juggling. I don't know what it is, but it ain't magic. All right. All right, I think we're going to wind up. You know, Trish has a show starting in about 10 minutes, and she is going to talk about she has Lauren Matthias on tonight, I think. Let me see and double check. Make sure that it is Lauren. Yes, she has Lauren Matthias on from Hidden True Crime on at 10:30 in about 10 minutes or so. Head over to Web Sleuths Live and check that out. I think that'll be a fun show. Lauren's a very nice person, and you know, it'll be an interesting insight into the Daybell case just before they go into the jury decision. Let's all pray for the best decision we can get, which should be guilty. Guilty with universal life in prison is what I'm hoping for. Hey Vicky, hi my friend. Oh, Vicky says, "I hope you feel better soon, Ping. Hurts my heart to hear your voice." Thank you, my friend, and thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. It's very kind. Hey, Kim. A friend of Ali's. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. It's good to hear from you, Vicky. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing better than I am. All right. Hey, I'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. I may be back this afternoon for a late show if Samantha Samantha Murphy's body is found, I will come back. I will come back and we'll do a live show for just a little while, just to give you that breaking news, okay? Hey, thank you all for turning out tonight. I hope my health will continue to get better throughout this week. And I hope my throat and voice will be 100% by the end of the week. But thank you to all the nice messages. Thank you to everyone who's been so kind and sent emails or left comments or whatever. It's been uplifting when I read them that people care that much. Evil Alaska, what time is it there? It's about lunchtime, 12:30. So normally we come back on about 2 p.m. I want to say thank you to Moonlight View. She takes a lot of time out of her day to come here and moderate, so I appreciate it. And I want to thank Reby, even though she's on holiday in China, eating all the good food. Thanks, guys. I'm sorry it had to be a short show. My voice is starting to bottom out. So, yes, it's Tuesday here. It's no, it's Wednesday here. You tricked me. It's Wednesday. All right. Hey, I love you all. Good night, everyone. And let's hope for a better show tomorrow, that I'm feeling a little bit better. And let's hope for Samantha Murphy to finally be found. That'd be great. Oh, shoot. Hold on, guys. I did make you all a new video. Well, it's not new, but I added the names from last week. I was able to get back into Canva. So we can finally end the show with the video. Here we go. When it decides to. It's being slow. All right, here we go. Good night, everyone. Peace out. Bye-bye.